So we figured out where the center of the fireplace goes, or the wood stove, and we're bringing up the flashing on the roof. I've cut a square hole for a square brace, or a square chimney bucket, and Roland is going to bring that up for me next, along with some snips and some smaller screws, like 2-inch or something. Okay. Make this flashing fit in. So I went underneath here and popped the nails for the next 2 rows, so that there's no nails holding up underneath that. All the way through, that's all good, and I cut that round so that this will just slide in. So that just slides in, and it's nice and straight on the bottom. It's easy to check yourself. It fits in here good. And we'll seal the bottom of everything with that. See how straight that is there with the other course of shingles. Then we have to seal under this and nail it in the corners. So that's the low slope chimney flashing here. This is good from 1 to 7. There's also steep slope chimney flashings as well, which are used on a different when you have a steep roof. This is a fairly low slope roof, probably a 412, 312. So we've cut the hole, and now we've shaped these shingles in the shape of that flashing. We've taken that bar and inserted it under those shingles so that there's no nails there, and we can slip this right underneath this row of shingles. So you've got 2 rows over top, and then the other row and a half can stay under with sealant underneath. You don't want to do it just in the top row because it leaves a little bit too much for the sealant to hold. I always like to slip it in with under 2 rows at least. So that's how that should look when it's slipped under that row of shingles. I'll fasten it in later.
Back 1 more layer of shingle.
No, you wouldn't. No, you never do. Because you'd never get it up there, first of all. Okay, so here we are. We've got this chimney bucket in here. This is a ICC XL chimney for a 6-inch chimney, and this is actual support for a cathedral ceiling. And it's kind of flush here. The flashing fits over top. It's screwed on each side. I built the framing out to fit it, and we're ready to go with the roofing here. Now we've got the box in. We've got the flashing cut in. I actually cut it down 1 more row on the urging of my trusty assistant. So, and we put the chimney starter piece on here. The claim to fame for this ICC chimney is that there's no metal. It's always insulation. Insulation meets insulation, so you don't get any hot spots. There's only those 3 little spots where the metal is clipped through. Other than that, insulation hits insulation. So we've got the first chimney section into the flue there, or into the flashing, and we'll just plumb that up, and then we can fasten the flashing down. Very good. Now I've caulked underneath this flashing on the exposed edge with that Tremco 830, and we're going to stick a nail into it. Got the first chimney section sitting in there, and we'll put the next one on, and we should be good. So we've got an extra length on here now, and anything over 5 feet above the roof has to have a brace on, so we're sticking a roof brace on. And we've got the storm collar on. All these have to match. The XLs are all part of a listed group all this, the cap is on as well, and we're going to screw that on with the 4 screws after we get the roof brace on. So it looks like a good job. Very nice, Roland. We've done it nice. Just the roof brace to put on now, and that's it. So we got the storm color on, silicone around that base. Use a clear silicone for outside. It's better for UV than white. Got the brace on, chimney cap on. The roof braces are screwed back to a rafter over there and over here, and then tightened off in the middle. They're extendable. So you put them in loose and then plumb up your chimney, and we screwed on the cap here as well. 4 places. When the chimney sweep takes these kind of caps off, he just undoes that and goes in. He doesn't have to take that out. So it's all done, ready for chimney down the bottom, stovepipe, and the